Question 5. Subtract 36.01 from 251.003. If we use the on-screen calculator, we can put the numbers in first of all, and we get 251. First of all, if I hear it might help, 251.003 minus 36.010, and that will give us the answer of 214.993. Question 6. Multiply 51.32 by 7.8. First of all, do an approximate calculation. So we'll switch to presenter's view so we can actually use the calculator on the screen. And let's do the first approximate calculation. 51.32 is near to 50. And then we're multiplying that by 7.8. So that is approximately 8. So do the calculation properly this time. 50 times 8, which will give us an approximate answer of 400. Now, if we remove the decimal points from all of the numbers that we're going to deal with, we can just put the numbers at the calculator without the decimal point. 5, 1, 3, 2, and then we're going to multiply that by 78, which will give us the numbers that are going to appear in our answer. From our approximate calculation, we know the answer is around about 400. So if we put the decimal point after the second zero in the digits here, we will get the answer of 400.296, as is shown at the bottom of question 6. Question 7. Multiply 0.008 times 0.76. Now what we can see from this is that the calculation 0.008 is approximately 0.01, and 0.76 is approximately 0.75, or another way to say that, as a fraction, is 3/4. So we're looking for 3/4 of 0.01. Now if you look at 3/4 of 0.01, and once again if I switch to presenter view, and I get rid of that, now I've got the calculator on the screen, I can work out 0.01 times 0.75, and that's going to give me the answer of 0.0075. Note there, of course, there are 2 zeros after the decimal point. Now, using the calculator, let's work out what 8 times 76 is. And that's the only digits apart from the zeros that are actually in the question now. So we get 8 times 76 equals 608. So we know that 608 is going to be in the answer. But also we know there's got to be 2 zeros before the 608. So our actual answer is going to be 0.00608. Just jumped up a little bit there. Let's go back. Question 8. The athlete times at a recent 200-meter race were Jones 21.07 seconds, Smith 21.23 seconds, Crawford 20.71 seconds, O'Sullivan 20.68 seconds, Boswell 21.25 seconds, Black 21.42 seconds, and Scott 21.05 seconds. And the question is in two parts. It's asking us who won the race and what was their time. And the second part is who came fourth in the race and how much slower were they than the winner. First of all, create a table showing the names of the athletes and their times. It doesn't have to be in any order. I've chosen to do it this way. Once again, the runners' times are at the top of the page. So we can see there we've got all the athletes, and we've got all of the times in seconds on the right-hand side. If we now arrange that into the fastest time through to the slowest time, we get the following table. O'Sullivan 20.68, he's actually won the race. So that's the first part of the question answered. O'Sullivan 20.68 seconds. We're also asked who came fourth. Jones actually came fourth with a time of 21.07 seconds. Now then, we can use the calculator at this point. So if we go back to presenter view, once again get rid of that, I can put the calculator on the screen and we can calculate the actual time difference between Jones, who came fourth. He had a time of 21.07 seconds, and we're subtracting from that the winner's time, which was O'Sullivan at 20.68 seconds. We then get an answer of 0.39 seconds slower than the actual winner. Question 9. Divide 967 by 34 and give your answer to 2 decimal places. Once again, step 1, perform an approximate calculation. 967 is approximately 1000 and 34 is approximately 30. Therefore, the approximate answer is 1000 divided by 30. And you can check it in the calculator and you will find that this equals 33.33 recurring. So to 2 decimal places, the answer would be 33.33 because the third decimal place is also a 3. So if we're having the answer correct to 2 decimal places, then the second decimal place will remain the same. Step 2 then, looking at the actual question. If we divide 967 by 34 using the calculator, this would actually give us an answer of 28.441. Or once again, to 2 decimal places, 28.44. Don't forget there to round down if the third decimal place is less than 5. In other words, 0 to 4. Question 10. Calculate 2/3 of 93.69. Step 1, multiply 93.69 by 2, and that's going to give us 187.38. The second step is to divide by the bottom number of the fraction, better known as the denominator. And if we take our answer to step 1, 187.34, then divide that by 3, it will give us the answer 62.46. So that's the answer to question 10. So checking your progress then, how many questions did you answer correctly? If you scored between 1 and 4, repeat the whole exercise again. If you got 5 to 6, you're making satisfactory progress, so repeat only the questions you answered incorrectly. If you scored 7 to 10, you're making very good progress, and you're now ready to move on to the next topic. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on decimals, and I look forward to seeing you next time.